I'm going to show you how to download the Daedo Truescore software to use for your scoring system. When you buy the software from TKD Score, we actually email you a login and password with a special link. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to open up your browser. Now, if you want my advice, use Google Chrome because I absolutely cannot stand Internet Explorer. Internet Explorer has all sorts of issues, and the most struggles we have helping people is when they're using Internet Explorer. Next, type in the URL that is emailed to you. It's not this. We'll go ahead and give you a specific URL depending on what version of software you're going to go ahead and install. Make sure you put it in the address bar though. Don't do a search for it. Actually type it in directly. You will then see a login box. Go ahead and type in the username and password that is emailed to you. Once you log in, you'll go ahead and see this screen right here, and you'll see a 2017 version. That's going to be the version you want to download, okay? So when you download it, all you really have to do is click the link. And then it shows down here it's downloading, okay? Internet Explorer has a little different way of doing it. The important thing to know is where is this file going to end up, okay? In Windows, it goes to a download directory almost always with either browser, okay? The nice thing about Google Chrome is you can actually hit this little button right here and you can actually open the folder. So it says show in folder. That'll get you there real quick, okay? When you're installing, it's important you know where this file is at. Okay, so I hit show in folder, and where is the file? There it is at the bottom, okay? What I like to do with customers so they don't keep losing this, I like to right mouse click this, go to copy. Then what I like to do is just shrink everything. And then I like to go ahead and right mouse click on the desktop and do paste. Okay, and then it's gonna go ahead and save here. All right, so there it is. Now, here's one of the most important things. This is a zip file. See how it's yellow and it has a zipper on it? If you just double click this and you try to install, okay, from here, you will have problems. Do not do that. Watch carefully. This is very important. I'm going to close that. I'm going to point at this yellow folder. I'm going to right mouse click. I'm going to hit extract all. Now it's going to offer, where to extract it. It will default right in place. So don't change this at all. You want to show the extracted files when complete. Go ahead and go down to extract. Okay, so now it's going to sit here and extract. It's going to take a while. If it doesn't take a while, there's something wrong. Hey, while I'm waiting for that huge file to extract, if you guys are looking for Generation 2, it's a different link and different password, but primarily the same instructions if you use this one, okay? This one is a version developed in Spain, and it's written in a completely different format. And, probably because you're used to the Generation 1 and this is just the same interface, but runs the Generation 2 equipment, I would stick with this one, okay? There is a help file in this one if you download it that you can use a document, but that's the one you would download. All the other instructions are the same for installing that particular file. Okay, once it's done extracting, it opens up a folder just like this, okay, which looks just the same as when you open the zip file directly, but extracting it is definitely the way to go. But before I install this, I already have a version of Truescore on here. So it's actually really important that I know how to get rid of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go to my Windows. I do search. I'm going to type in remove. And I'm going to find uninstall a program right here. Sorry about the shaky camera, but this is the best way to film this. All right, so then I'm going to go ahead and let that load all the apps. And I'm going to hit T, the T key, on the keyboard, just hit T, and find the older version of Truescore, okay? And then what I'm gonna do is if I double click that, it will actually uninstall it. So you sure you want to uninstall it? Of course I'm sure. And then it's gonna go ahead and remove that software. Okay, it's done uninstalling. I'm gonna go ahead and clear this out, and I'm back to where I was at, okay? So now I'm gonna double click the first folder. I'm gonna look for setup. Now there's two setup files. One says application, one says configuration. You want the application, and usually it looks like that, the icon. I'm gonna double click it. Of course, Windows always asks the security questions. And remember, you guys have to have administrator access. So the first login or login has full rights in the computer to do this. Otherwise, you will have issues. So now it's thinking. There it is. So now I'm basically just gonna click and approve everything that comes up. Every question or option will be the affirmative action. I'm gonna accept the defaults. I'm gonna hit next. Of course, I'm gonna read this ginormous document, then hit I accept. Next. All right, and then it just asks about some other things. We don't know what that means, just hit next. I love how they show us all that stuff in all these different software programs, but we don't know what it means. We just hit OK. All right, so now it's gonna go ahead and install. Again, this is gonna take a while. If it doesn't, there'll be a problem. If it goes really quickly, that's because you guys clicked the zip file and did not extract it first. It is still installing. Forever. It's finally done installing. So I'm going to show you a couple of things that'll make your life easier. Because with Windows, especially the newer Windows, and by the way, you should be using Windows 10, you guys, if you can. 8's the oldest, but I prefer you use Windows 10. You can get a cheap machine for like 230 bucks at Walmart. That will be fine. So I'm going to close this, and you see that icon I had is no longer there because I had to put it there. So what I like to do is go to the Start menu, and I find the software, and you know, you got to hit this little down arrow, and you got to hunt for it, and then you got apps by letters. I probably have to hit the T on the keyboard. Can I even find? There it is. So there's your Truescore, right? Don't do that every time. I don't know why Windows does this. Right mouse click it and do two things. Pin to start bar, and then find it again, and then right mouse click and pin to taskbar. Now what that does is that puts it on this screen. That's the start bar, I guess now, because it's changed. And let me escape out of here. And then it also, this is the taskbar, puts it down here so that you can go ahead and run it. Okay, so what I'll do next is I will have a series on how to set up the software and link the devices.